Welcome to Rank and Review, the series where we took all the Super Sentai series, it was starting from 2002, and all the Kamen Rider series starting from the Heisei era, and we ranked them in order of interest based off the first episode. What you're going to be watching is me watching every episode of these shows, reviewing them, and then as I finish a series, ranking them in a new order depending on how much I actually like them, so we can compare before and after. If you're excited, get ready, pull up the episodes, and let's watch some tokusatsu together. Hello everybody, welcome back to Kamen Rider Blade, Rank and Review. We're here for episode 6. I messed up the intro, but it's fine. It's been another couple days because, let's be honest, I'm having to rewatch these episodes. It's not been fun. Next episode, thankfully, it's a new episode that I haven't seen yet. We are going to be combining this with episode 7. Now, if episode 7 ends in another big cliffhanger that can lead to the next episode, then I'm done. This show's so annoying with the way it splits up its episodes. Because I'm telling you, if you guys watched episode 5 and you went and actually watched the real footage, you'll see that the way episode 5 ended, it feels like it's only going to be, it's clearly going to be resolved in this episode, but I feel like it feels like it's going to last for longer. But we're going to get through this in 3 minutes. So, anyway, we're here. We're starting at 0-0. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa. Yeah, no recap this time. We're right into it. Where's the antibody? I wonder if it's in that big red thing on his shoulder that's different from the rest of his body. Amane's full dying right now, which is pretty crazy. Ugh. Oh, maybe they did show this last episode. Hold on. I may have inted. Yeah, because he got But I don't think they did this last episode. I don't remember. Every time I hear the beep, 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 all I can think about is it sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe we should do Yu-Gi-Oh! On this show. Not so much as a rank and review, but just to watch the show again. Because, man, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Tachibana visualizing his own death again. The way he's breathing, you can tell how scary it is to him. It's a really good vocal performance. I think. I talked about this, I don't remember when I talked about it, but I actually don't know how good their acting is. I just have to assume, because I can't... We're skipping to the intro now, by the way. I just have to kind of assume, because obviously I don't speak Japanese, so whenever you don't speak a language, you can never actually fully appreciate how good the acting is. This is a big anime debate. We're starting at 2:42. 3, 2, 1, go. This is a big anime debate. People talk about how they prefer sub over dub because the dub's bad, the sub's good. But you don't actually, unless you're Japanese or speak the language, you don't actually know how good the acting is. Well, that's crazy. It's on the big thing on his shoulder. You don't actually know how good the acting is because you don't know how you need to inflect stuff or anything like that. Sure, it sounds like there's more emotions, but you never actually know. So, to me, yes, it sounds like the acting's really good, but for all I know, it could be trash. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, we're done. The fight's ending right now. Hajime just walks up. He goes, I see it. He cuts it off. Easy peasy. No trouble at all. And then he just beats the undead and seals him. And then that's it. No more fighting between Tachibana and Kizaki. Hajime doesn't have to actually struggle with anything. It's just over. Centipede guy's dead, and we got the piece of the claw that'll give us the antidote. He's going to go heal Amane now. So, yeah. Turn up. That's such a good transition, honestly. There's no point in fighting further. How do they do that? I'll never forgive you. What year did Blade come out? I feel like it's 2005. I feel like those effects are really good for that year. For a TV show. Shut up. I don't give a crap. Yo, yo. I'm sorry, Kentucky. Oh no, you coffee dodge on it. A little bit of a reference there to my fiance. Whenever I'm like choking to death, she'll be like, it's always so funny. Good. We're good. We're all done. They already made the antibody. We don't need like another thing for it or anything. It's just done. This plot that they cliffhanger at the end of last episode's finished, and we're literally 5 minutes into the episode. Like, it's honestly annoying to me that they split the episodes like this. Because this is exactly what happened with episodes 1 and 2. Where episode 2 ended on like this big cliffhanger, and then it's literally taken care of in the first 2 minutes of the next episode. Money's all good. Somehow the antibody also cleared all those burns off of her face, which doesn't really make any sense. Whatever. Alright, now this one gets going to be like, hey, Hajime, I know you're a Kamen Rider. And Hajime's going to be like, what? I'm not I don't know what you're talking about. It was you, wasn't it? That writer. I don't know what you're saying. Yeah. What do you mean? Shut the hell up, Hajime. And the yawning's making my eyes water. I don't know what you mean. He's really short, honestly. Or is he just down a stair or something? And he says, I'm going to tell Amane you're a writer. And Hajime is like, I'll kill you. Oh, I remember I talked about this when I watched this the first time. I feel like, oh yeah, I was going to look up the ages. Okay, let's go. I'm going to look up Blade again. Kamen Rider Blade. Because I feel like the actors are so much older in Kamen Rider. Kazuma Kenzaki. Now that might change. Say for our worries are over. Actor is Takayaki Tsubaki. Takuyuki, not Takoyaki. Born in 82. He was 22 here. But okay, let me look at Hajime. Hajime looks old. Not like old. I don't mean to... Oh, his name is Kamen Rider Chalice. That's his name. So he's the Chalice. Okay, so they just drove by the car that has the sunglasses guy from last episode in it. And he says, that is Blade. So he knows these Kamen Riders for some reason. Wait, it says height 219 centimeters. What are you talking about? He's not that tall. You realize that means he's like 7 feet tall, right? Or taller than that, maybe. Ryuji Morimoto. No, he's only 23 here. Or 22. Dang. Probably 21 when they filmed. He just looks old. He has like really big... He has really big smile lines here, which you usually don't get until you're old. Like, I kind of have them, but I'm 26. Once again, guilt-tripping Hajime, being like, man, wasn't my dad the coolest? He was so awesome. Wish you could have met him, Hajime. And Hajime's like, oh, yeah, me too. Why do I lose my calm when it comes to this girl? I think what we're supposed to assume... I think I've talked about this before, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think what we're supposed to assume is that Hajime is an undead that for some reason has these rider powers in this human form. Because he constantly refers to himself as non-human. And I don't know how that works. I'm assuming we'll figure it out later. Because in the case of Kanzaki and Tachibana, they had to have some sort of like procedure done to become writers. Sort of similar to Excite in that way. Okay, they got a letter from Hirose-chan. She left because she's like, I'm sorry I lied to you guys. I didn't tell you guys about the chief earlier because my dad was involved, and I think he really sold the undead to save my mom's life. Sorry, I'm looking a lot of stuff up right now, but this has nothing to do with the show. Why do I yawn when I start talking a lot? Changes in breathing patterns. It's not due to a lack of oxygen. Okay, we're cool. So it just means I breathe differently when I'm filming, which is weird. Because whenever I play games with my friends, I guess I still don't really talk this much, though. I tend to be pretty quiet. But yeah, again, she's just talking about, like, she thinks that her dad released the undead because her mom was sick, and Karasuma's whole deal with opening the undead may have been trying to find eternal life. So she's like, I think my dad is involved for some reason. That's why I didn't tell you guys. And then Tachibana, Kanzaki and Kotaro are like, we need to go find her. And she sees Karasuma across the train station. He's alive and free somehow. So yeah, that's a thing. She did lose him because he got on a train. But yeah, now we know he is alive. He was not. He wasn't killed in the fake fire, which Tachibana said he wasn't killed. But also, we know that he's not like being captured, so he might have left himself. Tachibana's having a nightmare now about all the fights he's been losing recently. And now he's seeing himself get destroyed again. It kind of looks like the effects they use in Ang Lee's Hulk movie. It just has like a filter over his skin that makes him look green and stuff. Dr. Girl's back. Oh, is this the really funny and awkward scene? From a medical standpoint, there's nothing wrong. You don't understand! Rah! She's like, okay, I'm sorry. Maybe in episode 4 that the funny thing happened that I made fun of. With the puzzle. I don't know, we'll see. It may happen right now. He says he's going home. Or yeah. Wait, rest here. He went, mate. Like, this is a pretty good example, this lady. No offense to her. But this is one of those things where it's like, I have no idea how good of an actress she actually is. Like, her mate, it didn't sound good to me, but for all I know, it's a great performance. For all I know, it's a terrible performance. So, language barrier is hard. I don't like when people automatically just say, oh, the sub is better than the dub. I understand if you think the dub is bad, but that doesn't mean you know the sub is good. That's what I'll say. They're still looking for Hirose right now. We got Kanzaki on the bike. A good example of that is like the One Piece one. People hate the One Piece dub. I always liked it. I grew up watching that, so that meant even more why I watch it. Same with the Naruto dub. I prefer the Naruto dub over the sub too. But then recently I saw a clip of the dub for Sakamoto Days, and I think it sounds horrible. So I would probably watch that sub because that's the easier way for me to consume it. Basically for me, I'm like, if I find a dub I like, I'll prefer to watch that because obviously I'm going to want to watch it in my own language. But if I don't like the dub, I'll just watch the sub because I don't know if it's good. And yeah. Okay, so Karasuma's meeting with the doctor lady. She was leaving and he's ambushing her. I have a message for Tachibana. So this is important. This is lore stuff. It's also why I mentioned the fact that he sounded so scared earlier. He says the rider system is not defective. If there's fear in your brain, you will basically supplant yourself with this image that he's having of himself blowing up, and then that will eventually kill you. So basically, the only way to not have this happen to you is to not be afraid. Which makes sense, because if you remember, Kenzaki never had any of these problems until Tachibana told him, hey, being a writer is going to kill you. And the moment he heard that, he had the image of him blowing up. And it's crazy because it's the exact same image. Him and Tachibana have the exact same thing where their skin goes kind of green and they erupt in this like after effects, like bubbles, blah, blah, blah thing. So, yeah, Carson is basically saying if you're not scared, then you'll be fine. You have to approach this with courage, with hope, rather than being afraid of, well, death in Tachibana's case. They got Amane home. Take her upstairs. Hajime is going to be like, oh, I hear something. How's she saying? Yep, so we got the high-pitched noise that tells us that an undead is nearby or in something. But you'll see this is different. The same as then. So she's going to explain this to Tachibana. And Tachibana's like, what? I'm afraid? And it's like, bro, you should have seen yourself on that beach. He was like, if I don't destroy the undead, then my voice acting is bad. And now we got Mr. Floaty Man floating down in here. So, this is the glasses guy. That, who did you see first? Because this is the second time we've seen him. Because he passed by Blade in the car, but he was there before that. We saw him. I don't remember what it was. Hajime's talking to him through the brain. He says, "Who are you? Where are you?" So now we can see he's talking back to Hajime, which led me to believe, and what I still believe, because again I don't know yet. I think that also he can clearly interfere in some way with Hajime because he's causing like this interference in his head. I'm thinking this glasses guy is similar to Hajime, where he is an undead in human form. This is funny. This shooting's funny because it makes it look like Hirose jumped into the. She committed suicide, but then you go here and there she is. I do think she was planning to do it though. I can't go back. I can't. It really looks like she's going to jump into the freaking water. And neither of them are very urgent to stop her. She's telling them that she saw Karasuma. Or she thinks she saw him. Kazaki's like, what, you running? You gonna be a pussy, huh? Huh? You gonna be a scaredy cat? Huh? Loser? Instead of running away, take responsibility. If your dad really did it, then you fix it. Sins of the father. It is inspirational though, because basically he's saying like, if you have pain, if there's scary things in your life, find something to replace those feelings. That's how you live. Oh, you think you're sad, Hirose? Listen to me trauma dump real quick. My parents died in fire. Everyone tried to comfort me by saying I was still a child, which is factually true. There's literally nothing you couldn't have done anything, Kenzaki. There's literally nothing you could have done. You were 11, dude. You were 11. When I became a writer and started saving people, I was so happy. Save them too, Hirose-san. Let's save everyone. That's what I think true responsibility is. I can't believe this is episode 5. There's 49 or episode 6, and there's 49 episodes in the show. A text from Karasuma. It literally says... It literally says, run away. Get out of here. There's something scary coming for you. And then, here they are, the same trucks that chased Karasuma. He got away somehow, but the Kamen Rider isn't going to be able to. They got batons. Oh no, God, dude, I hate the way they backlight these shots. And this guy has like an M4 or something, and then he doesn't use it the whole time. Clearly, if the idea was to scare, also the way Hirose just beats these guys up is so funny. The other guy's in full armor, and Hirose's just like, and somehow that works. She is smart, though, because Kenzaki says, dude, take him and run. And she, instead of being like, no, we have to make sure you are safe, she does. She runs. Yeah. They didn't follow her, so clearly they're just here for Kenzaki, for some reason. Interference in the phone. Similar to the sort of thing that Hajime hears in his ears. Kenzaki's there. He's got guns on him. And a straitjacket. This part I don't understand. He says, I'm on my way to capture Garen. You were already there where he was. You could have captured him already. Talks about being like, I'm scared? What am I scared of? And then they almost hit him with a car. Nando, omae wa. He just starts flying. Yeah, you probably could have lied to him to be like, hey, I worked with Karasuma, I know where he is, I can take you to him. But no, I hate so many of these shots, they just put a big spotlight in the back. And that's the entire shot. And I hate it, because it makes it honestly really hard to look at. Also, the lighting's not consistent. Because whenever the lighting's focused on Tachibana, there's a spotlight behind him, so his shadow's moving forward. But then whenever they show the other shots, there's a spotlight behind the glasses guy. So both their shadows should be going in towards each other. There should be two shadows, but there isn't. There's always only one. So, like, look, now the shadow's going back. Yeah, it's just, I think it's poor cinematography. Like, oh, this is how we'll shoot a night scene. We'll just put a spotlight in the background of every shot. Yeah, so that was the end of that episode. Okay, we're here for episode 7 now. We're at 41 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. So we see him shooting. This is sort of the similar. So he's shooting at the guy, but he can't seem to hit him for some reason. I haven't seen this episode, so we're back to having new stuff. This guy's just fireball, fireball, fireball. Last episode I tried to do a bit more reviewing rather than just being quiet and talking about nonsense and like reading the lines of dialogue. So talking about like the way they light stuff. We got a car coming in. Nice job, Tachibana. You got away from the guy who can fly. Why doesn't he just chase him? Intro, by the way. Skipping this. My nose is really stuffy all of a sudden. 2:31, 3, 2, 1, go. Episode 7. There's Hajime. We're gonna have a conversation. Long time. Oh, so Hajime knows him. No need to get too hasty. Yeah, so they know each other. That's interesting. See, this lighting's better. The spotlight's up. It's off of where we can see. It's just doing like a soft lighting sort of thing. You can still see what's going on. 10,000 years ago, the word joined. Oh, okay, yeah. So 100%. Not only are they undeads, but they're undeads who participated in the war last time. Okay, interesting. Wow, he transformed fast. You'll get sealed by the rider system. They can't defeat me. You've already gotten hurt once, my guy. Kenzaki cut a big hole in your arm. Okay, but here's the thing. So the other undeads we've seen have just been these big monsters. But he doesn't seem surprised by the fact that that Hajime transformed into like a rider type. So I don't know. Giving him an MRI, like a forceful MRI. Yeah. I don't think they should be able to get a clear view of his brain if he's moving all around like this. Pretty sure that's not how those machines work. Is it daytime now? Tachibana, how long were you holding onto that truck? Did the guy not look at his side view mirror and see you? Okay, he's seen it again. It's just always the same clip. Probably because it was an expensive effect to make. So like, we're reusing it. We're not filming that multiple times. Okay, now what did I say? That was a nice narrative parallel thing. Or visual parallel. Had a touch upon a slump like this. It goes up, comes back down onto Hirose doing the same thing. They couldn't find Kenzaki. Who were those guys? Bow. Kentaro's got such a perfectly whiny voice that I think it fits him so well. Neither calling or texting is going through. Okay. Oh. And now it's fine. Oh, Tachibana. Okay, yeah, he's calling her to ask about Karasuma. He's a Kenzaki ga. I don't know the honorifics for Japanese. I know the Korean ones, but I don't know like I know Chan-kun san, sama, those kinds. But he said it sounded like he said Kenzaki ga, which is new. Eyeglasses, man. The Hayflick limit of his somatic cells are beyond normal range. What? How the category ace fusion coefficient fluctuates during combat. What are you talking about? Oh, Hajime went with him. Probably just to help Kenzaki escape, if we're being honest. He's fighting them off pretty well. Damn, that's some insane yellow flush. Oh, damn, he actually beat them all up. How did he knock him out? He wasn't anywhere close to him. Man, old shows are so funny, man. That's something interesting to show you. When did Bokendra come out? It was the 2005 show, right? 2006. It's 2 years after this. I'm just asking because, like, the filming year isn't too different. 2 years different, so it's like, oh, what's going on here? Oh, they have an agent at the cafe. He has a bomb? So now Hajime is in this position where they're being held hostage. Also, that height thing that I read for Hajime, the 219 centimeters. I'm wondering if that's in rider form. That still doesn't make any sense though. That's very tall, and this guy's so much taller than him. He'd be like 230. Chalice. Okay, so they're finally calling him Chalice. So that's more of like a tarot card type thing. I don't know where Blade and Garen would come in. I just realized that there's 52 different species. I think was it 52 or 53? If it's 53, that actually makes more sense because that's an entire deck of cards in one Joker. Started to turn human. Turn human, is that a thing that can happen? They are kind of disadvantaged compared to Hajime, because Hajime can just transform whenever he wants. Oh! Is that an undead? Talking about glasses guy. Tachiwani, you gonna start being a good person? Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Kizagi. Nah, I knew that's what he's gonna say. Tell him. Say, you're scared. Shut the hell up. Dude, you're very clearly scared. Come on. Oh, not Thunder. That's my guy, Kentaro. He said I'm scared of cockroaches. Praying Mantis says, hell yeah. What the hell? Old Tokyo. They're all afraid of something. No one talks like this. You ever think about that when you watch shows and people are just spouting off these inspirational things all the time? Like, no one talks like this. You know, no one's ever like, you're scared, and they're like, look at this city. Everyone over there is scared of something. They all have their little fears. No one talks like that. Especially not this idiot. But it's okay. I don't mind that much. Quit rambling like you're some poet. Look at Kentaro's, like, in a way, he's just kind of the Kiria. I felt like I was gonna say, if you're wondering why I smiled and like moved around like that, I was gonna say something and I completely lost what it was. Why'd they add that blur onto the people walking if you're not gonna speed them up? Just admit you're afraid of dying, dude. That's not like weird or anything. He's back. Might have been the organization that created up Kurosuma. Yeah, of course. This is what he's gonna like. It's not that I want to work with you. It's just that I think they may have ties to Karsuma, so I'll lose it. Open those big eyes wide and pray. Just have to close your eyes when you pray, Tachibana. Okay, so now they're gonna make him fight that undead they captured, I guess. I can already tell that they're not gonna resolve anything in this episode, which means there's just gonna be another cliffhanger and like, oh yeah, this is Spotlight Bright, Kenzaki. Thanks. That's how this entire show's lit. Now you know how I feel. That looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like Ryuki. Hit break. I want to see you fight that undead. Also, I'm in a straitjacket, dude. Wait, he still has his driver and stuff? And she... It's a pretty cool engine sequence. Yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of science mumbo jumbo, bro. It means nothing. Oh, it's like a shielded... They're probably looking for... Remember how he got stronger when fighting the fourth... In the fourth episode, he got stronger for some random reason. And Hajime was confused on the why. I wonder if he's actually praying. He actually was like... They're looking for the fluctuation in that. The damn bastard screw with me. Oh, it's going up. $700? Because he's pissed. Hajime gets stronger when he fights with his emotions. Like any good protagonist. He doesn't hate you. He just thinks you're annoying. What is happening? Hajime? What is he doing? Okay, he's fighting Kenzaki now. What is going on, man? God, it's lit so awfully, man. I'm waiting for this moment. She's the ultimate being I'll create. Okay. That's your goal, huh? He's like, is this South? Kentaro. I'm thirsty. I need a whole thing of milk. Yeah. I feel like Tachibana's hair was not that black whenever we first met him. There are 3 undead around Blade. Yeah, so it's the one he's fighting, Hajime, and then the glasses guy. This is a hell of a cliffhanger, and it's... Turn up. Like, why is it the fragment of the sun is here on the fucking table, my guy? It saves us the effort. It's gonna end the episode right now, isn't it? Oh no. Like Kentaro? Oh no, that was Hirose. Karasuma's calling. Yeah, the text message actually. Don't let Garen come here. So he's where they are. You had the phone to your ear for like half a second. There's that freaking... Just a random gift bag with a bomb in it that no one's doing anything about. It wasn't 11:20 when you read it, you liar. He's below. But it's not rising, it was staying still. He's below Kenzaki. Okay, so whatever this fusion coefficient BS is, he said this is a battle fight. And there's Tachibana. I swear, sometimes in the suits, it sounds like they have different voice actors. Like, not all the time, but like at the beginning of last episode, Tachibana, when he was scared, he sounded completely different than he sounds. I have no fear. Let's see, Garen's probably like 200. Yeah, 543. It's going down. I wonder if it hits 0, if that's when you die. A weak human's fear causes the fusion with the ace undead to malfunction. I wonder... So, my guess is that the human... Because remember, the humans were originally an undead species, apparently, because they were part of this big war. I wonder if they used the cells of that human undead to create the rider system. And so you have to fuse your own cells with this ace rider, whatever, this ace undead, like they said, and that's how you become a Kamen Rider. Oh, he just detransformed? Scream. Oh my gosh, I hate how they section up these episodes. Jesus Christ, man. Seriously, I don't know who planned out the way these episodes work. But it's so frustrating because every single episode has a lead into the next episode. Where it's like the first 5 to 7 minutes of the next episode are about dealing with what happened last episode, and it just makes it feel jumbled. I literally feel like if they had just added 2 more minutes on episode 1, then we would have been clear for the rest of the season. But every episode they're doing this, and so it makes it hard to know how to split up episodes. Combining these 2 episodes, we're not going to do anything about it. We're going to keep it that way. That was episode 6 and 7, Conrad Blood. I hope you guys enjoyed. So a lot of information about the writer system and Karasuma and all this stuff. We'll see what's going on with it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye.